Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, E-Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. I do what I do for you. Ooh, it's just starting to get good. We in the meditation book. You know what we doing now. Learning how to meditate. Get in touch with our higher self, aka God self. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right Thinker's mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I hate that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know, dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to Mayat, be true. So I'm put Mayat down. Now we picking up the meditation. I'm trying to get you to be your best self with lessons that I learned to help me get where I am now. So that's what I do. And it's all for you. Let's go. Now, we just opened the book. I just gave you the first lesson, meditation. I'm going to the next title, I think. Let's talk about, what is meditation? That's what I'm about to tell you. But before we get there, I want to give you a little heads up on the lesson I think is important. Right thinker philosophy, aka Egyptian philosophy, may be summed up in the following proverb, which clearly, listen to me, states that your soul is heavenly or divine, aka God, and that human beings must what? Awaken to the true reality, which is what? The spirit, aka thyself. Self-knowledge, I've been telling you that for years, is the basis of true knowledge. Soul to heaven, that's where it comes from. It's got to go back. But the body stays here on earth. The body goes in the ground, you cremate it, what you want to do with it. But it's just a bunch of chemicals. Once the spirit leaves it, it's just a mass of chemicals that go right back to the earth. Okay? So that's nature. That's where it belongs. Spirit can't stay here. Okay? The body can't go there. So there's going to be a separation. They understood that. So watch this. They knew. This is a philosophy that I learned a long time ago. I want people to get this concept. Man is to become God-like. How can I become? Shut up and listen, please. Man is to become God-like. How? Through a life of righteous and virtue and cultivation of the spirit through scientific knowledge, not superstitious belief, and the practice of what? Practice and bodily discipline daily. Salvation is you being responsible for you. Let me get this out first. Salvation is accomplished how? Through the efforts of every individual. There is no middleman, no mediator between me and God or you and your God for salvation. We are responsible for ourselves. So I don't do the Christ thing. Don't need to do that. Why? I am Christ. If you get understand it, you get the concept and oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. So don't peek me up on the head because you have a belief for something that I know better than. Simple. A few things y'all got right, a lot of stuff y'all got wrong. If you tell me Christ sits at the right hand of the Father, you got that wrong. You tell me that Christ went to heaven in body, you got that wrong. Sorry. Salvation is the freeing. Listen, salvation is you freeing your soul from what? Your egoistic bodily fetters, becoming a God through what? Knowledge, self-knowledge, and practice to earn wisdom by controlling the forces of the cosmos. Sorry about that. Instead of being a slave to them, you're ignorant, you're a slave to nature, you're a slave to anything that's coming along. Why? Because you don't know you. Sorry. Subduing, right there, your lower nature. From the waist down, that's your lower nature. That's what's down there. You know what's down there. So if that's what you're all about, if you live for that, you're never going to make your salvation going to always be repeated. Why? Because subduing your lower nature, and you do that through awakening to your higher self, which is Haru, set lower, Haru higher, and you end when you become enlightened. Once you know thyself, what happens? What's the benefit in that? You end the cycle of rebirth and dwell with the netters who direct and control the Great Plains. You go back home, conceptually. Okay? And if you believe all the other nonsense, I ain't asked you to believe me. I'm just giving you a philosophy that I follow. Simple as that. You can believe it or not. Don't make a difference to me. So we need to understand that. We think something magical. Oh, this Christ can come back and save us. You out of your damn mind. You got to save yourself. You are the hero. Haru is hero in you. Did you know that? Sorry, I get excited. Let me get to my lesson now. Yeah, I ain't even got started yet. This is going to be good. All right, we're going to do part 1, meditation, the path to spiritual enlightenment. Introduction. What is meditation? Again, the first thing we think about the man on the cross laid, yeah, all right, moving on. But let me try to break it down a little bit simpler for you. Well, I know it. Meditation may be thought of or defined as a practice of mental exercise, right thinking, and discipline that you follow for yourself to what? Enable you, the aspirant, to actually achieve control over your mind. Now, my lower nature, you want to control this to control everything else. That's the name of the game. But you want to be able to control the mind, your thoughts. Well, man, thoughts just come in, pop up, hopping. I can't focus. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to teach you. Meditation takes care of those problems. We know them. That's why we give you a way to take care of them. No drugs. Specifically to stop the negative vibrations of what? The mind. How? Due to your unwanted thoughts. You can't control them. I don't want to think about that. I can't stop thinking about, drugs, sex, girls, whatever. But you can't control. You need to learn to do that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. When you can't control your unwanted thoughts, you can't control your imagination, etc. What the hell's going on? Anybody home? Come on, man. But why is this necessary? Ignorance. I can tell you before we get started, if you're not meditating, you're not self-reflecting, you're not focused on what you need to do, you are ignorant to all those things and you're going to be all over the place. Scatterbrains, and call them, shout out, they call them, a whole bunch of names that we use. They won't say crazy, but it's a mental illness. Why? Because you ain't thinking right. Common sense is right thinking. Simple as that. It ain't brain surgery. No, this is real simple. Just make a decision and stand on it. Why should one need to control the thoughts and the vibrations of their mind? Really? Well, that's the question. That's a legitimate question. I'm about to freak out. Now, ordinarily, people profess to believe in something. God. We all do, which is greater than their physical existence. Again, we're on point with that. But now, what is this something? Ding, 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 ding. Hello. That's where they draw the line at. We all believe in something. The question is, what is that something? I just explained to a buddy of mine why I chose Egyptians, concepts, philosophy to study. Why? It answered all the questions that I had. It answered the questions that I had. And I'm satisfied with the answers that they gave me for my questions. So yeah, I'm with them. Well, ain't no mystery with what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Moving on. So that's why I do what I do. But if you deal in the belief system, you're going to have problems. But watch this. Okay, what is that something? We all call it God. God ain't God. Why? That's just a name that we title for generator, operator, and destroyer. Simple as that. That's the acronym. Just like the ego. Edging God out. If you're ego-driven, you're not godly at all. So it all plays in, but it's a play on words. Understanding that. But there's something we call God. What God? I got a buddy, grew up with him, Muslim brother, Islamic. He said he worshiped the God of his understanding. The fact that he understands a higher self for himself, he don't have to give it no name. He understands what the one I understand. Now you can call it, Ishka, whatever. But when you have your own experience one-on-one, ain't nothing better than that. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can give it to you either. I can't give it to you. You got to have it for yourself. My point and my goal is to get you to have that for yourself. Now, my job is done. What? It's you and God now. Have at it. Moving on. But if you don't know him or yourself, you're wondering. I'm trying to help you. That's why I'm teaching. That's why I do what I do for you, to help you. But if a person always this on the streets, right, is to ask, who are you? Most likely, he or she will point to their body and say, this is me. That's ego. That's ego. It identifies with itself. It's just fine. Fine. For starters, when they say raise, that means you got to raise up. Why? That's baby. That's low level. That's easy. Okay. But if this was all there, excuse me. But is this all there is to life? Not even close. Okay. But many people profess again to believe in a soul again, but do they really understand what it is? Hell no. Sorry, but that's why I get furious. Why? Y'all perpetrating the fraud. And it pisses me off. Why? You ain't got to prove to me about a damn thing. But I can see you don't know a damn thing. Why? About what you're saying, how you do. Simple as that. Don't tell me you know God, but you act like a damn fool. Excuse me. If they did, why would they mourn at funerals? If you knew what this something was, knew what it was all about, why when a person died, we freak out? I wasn't nowhere near like when my man passed. I lost my damn mind. Okay? So, that'll never happen again. Why? I'm smarter now. I'm wiser now. I know better. You can't. No. When my mother passed, I'm going to be able to handle that. If I didn't get smarter, if I didn't get wiser, the same way I freaked out when he died, I'm going to do the same damn thing. That's not smart. So understand that. Get a better understanding. That thing y'all talk about, God and spirit, and understand it. What's this? They mourn at funerals or they fear their own death. I watched that guy kick and scream, but the whole time, one side of him want to die. The other side don't want to die. Uh-oh. Get him, Scooby. Ruh-roh. It's confusion. Confusion. Stand on what you know, what you believe. If you believe it, stand on it. I ain't got no problem with somebody believe that even if it's wrong. But if you stand on it, I got to respect that, even if it's wrong. It might not be, if it ain't me, it don't make a difference if it's right or wrong. But I'm not here to judge nobody but myself. But watch this. Now, a human being, and we all are that, is not just a physical body with a mind and 5 senses. Did you know that? I'm trying to teach now. This is about to get good. Because this is life. This is real. Now, all I want to do is to teach and give you an allegorical situation, a real life situation that you can identify with, so it'll help you understand what I'm trying to get across to you. That's why I use my life experiences, what I know, for examples, not some mythological characters. That's all. Moving on. Hi, my Biff. Now, in reality, there is a deeper existence, and it's a vast ocean. That's they call it the ocean of consciousness, but it's the ocean of reality, or which most people are not even aware of. What the heck about the ocean? See, we don't play the mind game. It's all mental. God is a mental, and if you can't think right and understand and comprehend, you're gonna miss him. Okay, you're going to come back. This is the realm of what? The higher self. What you mean the higher? I've been giving you all these different concepts, and if you ain't following by now, I ain't got time to go back through all that. But watch this, which all of the teachings that I teach, the right thing philosophy of yoga, and the various practices, gave you a bunch of them, of daily meditating, are directed to what? Toward discovering the hidden. Amun means hidden. That's the spirit that's in everything. He's hidden. Where? Your goal, your job is to find it and connect with him. Why? Because that's where you're trying to get to. Moving on. That's the hidden aspect of what? Our true selves, which is beyond the thoughts and is known as what? Netter, Netteru. I just told you who. Amun. That means hidden. From our perspective, understand that. I don't speak for nobody else. Then you got Asar, which is the soul that's in man, where you want to get to, and you go to Judgment Day, you want to go sit with Asar. And they go back to Amun, and they live in Aminta, Field the Reeds, Urantia, whatever you want to call it. But that's where all the spirits go for eternity. That's where the real spirits hang out at. Like the old guys at White Castle, they sit there and talk all day, every week they're there. That's where the spirits go to just chill. Okay, same thing. But in ancient Egyptian mystical philosophy, the system of what? Spirituality. That's what we called it. Now, as Brahmin in India, they had the Vedanta philosophy. They were Upanishads, and as they got from Christianity, the young boys on the block, when it comes to God, Christianity and the what? The self, due to mental distractions and erroneous thoughts and bad lifestyles, people are unable to what? Due to their ignorance, unable to discover their true higher nature, which is in them. Which is in them. They ain't got to go out. No, which is in them. They're too ignorant to understand, and they're too honorary to find out. So they continue to be ignorant. Moving on. And thus, they experience, you ready? A limited existence as just ordinary human beings. No, we are spiritual beings having a human beings. This is the school for the spirit to what? Get back home. This is the level they got to pass. A lot of spirits have been stuck here a long time. That means they ain't too smart. Moving on. But if you believe you're an ordinary human being until what? The time of death. Oh, now you want to be spiritual. Oh, no. Now you want, a little too late for that. As I tell you, don't wait till Judgment Day to find out that you was wrong. Find out when you can make a difference. Like right now, I'm trying to let you know, if you follow that damn book, you are wrong. The higher self in what? In human beings is who? It's like air. You can't see it, but you sure got to use it. Try not breathing it. What happened? Yeah. So, get the concept? See where they're going with it? That's real easy. Air is free moving in its unobstructed manner. It circles the earth. Did you know that? However, if a certain volume of the air were caught in an airtight bottle, vacuum, the air would now seem to be what? Caught, trapped up in a bottle. In existence where it only exists in that bottle. They will stay right there. Like you've been ignorant of your higher self, you keep coming back reincarnating in a physical body. Don't be that. But in the same manner, watch this, the human soul is part of the cosmos. And it is all pervasive. You just don't know that because you're ignorant of that. Everybody come in the world that way. But some of us find out. And when we find out, we want to spread the gospel, the good news. I'm trying to help you find yourself. Moving on. But however, you know your spirit. Watch this. However, as it associates, your spirit gets associated with what? With your individual, your ego self. It's not good. Why? Because the existence, and now it becomes what? Involved with the ego's desires, the thoughts, and the fears, and the ignorance of what? Their human existence. And it loses sight of its what? All pervasiveness, its transcendental nature. So it don't know itself. Hello? Not knowing thyself is ignorant. Gaining knowledge of self, self-knowledge gives you what? Knowledge of thyself, which is your God self. Ego just know the self. Okay, me, I, that ain't it. I am. Okay, thus the body, mind, and the senses, your thoughts, your emotions, and because of ignorance, which together constitutes what? The body of the personality, the body of a human being, an ignorant human being. That's not ordinary. It is now. Back in the ancient time, being ignorant of self was taboo. Not knowing who you were, you couldn't survive. Moving on. And watch this. Personality of human beings are in reality like a bottle which closes off the vision of the truth of the soul because of the ignorance. which is innately free, boundless, and is accorded by the reality of what the individual that is in personality and the pressures of the desires, the sexual, physical longings, and the crazy imaginations from this limited reality as if what? Mesmerized, okay, in the higher self, this limited existence, the human being part, is known as what? You ready? Ego consciousness. Hello. I've been trying to tell you that the whole time. We knew that a long time ago. That ain't nothing new. Oh, Satan got me. Oh, the devil made me. All that stupid nonsense. Get knowledge of self, and you won't have that problem. Moving on. It's called the ego consciousness. So from what? From being universal consciousness, the soul it now begins to what? Believe. Hello, that word again. It believes itself to be individual because it done fell victim to the ego. Ego's in control. However, it's always a however. In reality, the soul never stopped being universal. Why? Because when the body dies, soul ain't gonna die. It's okay, next man up. But the personality of the human being is what? Like a transient veil, just like a magical illusion. You thought it was real. How do you know? Find out. Know thyself, and now you know it's real. You didn't thought. But watch this. Now at night, the stars appear to be minuscule, don't they? At daytime, you can't even see them, can you? It ain't because they ain't there. When the sun goes down, the night come up, they come out and shine. The sun outshines all of them because they seem to be little specks, okay? But if you were, I learned that from Neil deGrasse, that guy's good. If you were to get closer, thousands of millions of light years, all that nonsense, you will see that what? They are massive heavenly bodies. Okay, we got that part. Thank you, Neil. But in the same way, if you were to get closer to what? Your real self. This is an analogy. I'm trying to take you right where we go, right here. You will see that what? It is expansive. It is limitless. Infudisi, my dude. Think unlimited. Think unlimited. Yes, think unlimited. Why? You have no limits to this thing right here. Think unlimited. Use it. Push it. Salt and pepper, push it. Yeah, but in most people, their ego personality is so prominent, so dominant, in that they cannot see beyond the reality. Right, they're stuck on stupid, so to speak. They in their mode. And watch this. Now, through the process of yoga philosophy, right? Think philosophy, and daily meditation, righteous and virtuous living, now a human being has the possibility of what? Breaking through that confinement of what? Individuality and ignorance of self in order to discover the universality and the limitless expansion of oneself. So in reality, every human being is not limited and finite. Why? There is a greater reality which can and must be discovered by all right thinkers, aka human beings. It's there for the taking. All you gotta do is want it. You can get it. Still got a little more. We almost on. I got to finish it up. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. Ancient Egyptian mysticism expresses the true nature of every human being. See? Why? Individual soul is composed of a casual body. That's where Amun reside. That's the highest level. Then you got the astral body, or the subtle body. That's the dream world. When you land and go to sleep, why? You don't need the physical body, you only need the mind. And the physical body is when you wake up. 3 states of mind. You got the universal soul, or the self, that's God, the one, pure, like me, P. Therefore, it is likened to the dot in the circle. The first sign of God was a dot in the circle. And if you look at it real good, it's like a nipple from a tit. When babies are born, don't they get nourished from the mom's tit? So they had all that figured out. Watch this. Now the soul develops. Watch this. A mental process. And through this process of self-knowledge, a form of ignorance or forgetfulness of its true nature develops. During that process, the ego is in control. They haven't gotten knowledge of self yet. This is the development of the individual soul, the ego part. Me, I, one. As an individual human, we're not one. We're part of something way bigger than us. Get the concept? But the soul now become what? submerged, as it were, in what? In the sea of thoughts and impulses from what? The mind and the senses, the physical body. Now you're all about, physical. Watch this. It remains as a latent witness in the deep unconscious level of your mind. You don't know. It's there. You just don't know. Watch this. It is caught in what? In the powerlessness. It is caught in the powerlessness that's produced by the web of what? You ready? How can we know what it is? Okay. Ignorance. That ignorance is like the web that's going to keep you from getting out of that nonsense. And it has spun itself all over your world. Their mind must, through the mind and the senses, it experiences, that's the physical body. The brain can only receive information from the physical body, from the five senses. But it experiences what? The universe, life, death happens, sadness, etc. Why? That's the human concept. However, in reality, the universal soul is never touched or affected by the occurrence of life. This body can't touch the hammer, the smoke, the soul that's inside the body, can't touch that. Moving on. And my master as a Mason, when the ruffians threatened his life because he wouldn't give up secrets, he told them, my life, you can take. My integrity, never. So do what you gotta do. That means I'm not doing what you want me to do, so you gotta just handle your business, all that threat to me, and all that, save me all that nonsense and just do what you're gonna do. Because it was me, that's what I would do. Why the bad guy always gotta tell you what he gonna do and how he gonna do it? Man, just do it. Now you can get him. Just do it. Sorry, let me wrap this up for you. But watch this. Now, in addition, you, the individual, your individual soul is really one with the universal soul. It just don't know that. It's trapped in your ignorant body. So the belief in mortal existence is being real prevents what? You, the individual, your individual soul from what? Discovering its deeper transcendental reality, aka its higher self. It's dealing on low premium. Therefore, the soul travels on what? A journey which involves many experiences, aka birth, death, into physical existence over and over again. Death as well as the what? Myriad experiences which occur in what? Your dream and even the after death state, which they call either heaven or hell, until you figure out which way you're going. Okay, you in waiting. If you in waiting, depending on how you did, you in a good place, you in hell while you waiting. A lot of times you gonna stay there. If you in heaven while you waiting, that means you about to sin and go back home. That's the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. But that's the purpose of meditation, to get you connected with your higher self. It's all inside you, not up there for real. Okay, I point up there, but meaning this, up here, the head. This already taken care of. This got to catch up. That's the marriage you got to have. Heart, mind, coherent. You didn't like that lesson, it's okay. I just want to let you know that. Put a lot of work into that concept. Moving on. But in closing, again, right thinkers, may you live to be 100, may 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers who learn how to meditate have passed away.